Hey, hello everyone. So let's do like a quick theory class. How the grooming works in Houdini. So we said that we're gonna have, let me change the brush to something, I don't know, something like gray. Let's make it smaller. Okay. So here we're gonna have our John Wick, and it's gonna be static. Okay, and here we're gonna have our dynamic John Wick, which is gonna be like dynamic. Okay, sorry for my drawings. I know I suck. Okay, so this is gonna be the static, and this is gonna be the dynamic. This is just a P, dynamic. Okay, so in the static one, we are gonna work with the guides. So here we're gonna do the plant guides. We're gonna do all the stylish process here in the static. So we're gonna plant the guides. Let me change the color. So at the beginning, the guides are gonna be something like this, like very straight guides. Okay? And then what we're gonna do in the static is like we're gonna do the stylish. So we're gonna do the comp of our guides, which is gonna be like something like this. No. Which is gonna be something like this. We're gonna comp the guide. Oh shit. We're gonna comp the guides of John Wick to achieve the look we want. Okay? And these are gonna be what we're gonna do in this first node. This node here. Okay? We're gonna comp the guides and we're gonna achieve the look we want for our characters. Okay, after this, what is this hair prep static deform? Let me hide this. So this is basically a guide deform. So with this node, we are taking the guides that we are doing here and we are transferring into the dynamic one. So now if you check these guides, the guides are not going to be simulated, but they are going to follow our dynamic geometry. You will see in a bit. Can you see that the guides are moving with the geometry? Okay, but we don't have any kind of simulation here. It's just the straight lines, like very static. Okay, that's why we are going to do a guide simulation. Okay, this node is not here, but we will create it in the future. That basically, this is the node that is going to give us the change to do these guides dynamic. Okay, now let's hide or let's delete it. And this node is just basically a Vellum solver, okay? And finally, we have our hair gen, okay? Which is the final hair. So let me come back to my drawings. So, we said that we transfer these guides into our dynamic geometry. Okay, but they are not simulated. So once we transfer this data, we are gonna do the Vellum simulations. So our hair is gonna be like with a hair behavior, okay, and it's gonna follow our guides. This is cool because we are gonna simulate a few guides. We're not gonna simulate the whole hair. We're just gonna sim if we have 6 guides, we're gonna sim 6 guides. And then with the hair gen, if we have like 1,000 million hairs, we don't have to sim that because this is gonna crash our computer. Okay, so here we had the deform, and then we simulate the deformed guides. And finally, we have the hair gen node. So the hair gen is gonna create the final hair. So we are gonna have the John Wick with a lot of hair, and this hair is gonna have the animation of the guides. So it's gonna be simulated, and we're gonna have a lot. So how it works? So Houdini is gonna take our guides. So it's gonna take this guide. Try to imagine that we have these 3 guides. Okay, so in the hair generation, Houdini is gonna take that guides, and per each guide, it's gonna draw more hair. Then I'm gonna show you how to control the radius of the point, because now it's like taking all the points from the same point of the guide, and it's gonna do the same for all the guides. Maybe like something like that, okay? Something like this. Okay, and we can make this like much bigger. So per each guide, we're gonna have more hairs. Okay? And finally, we will get the hair of our guy. Try to imagine that this is the head. Okay, so Houdini works like this. The velum, the workflow of the hair is like that. Okay? And we're gonna achieve all the hair, finally hair here. Okay, so let's stop it here, and in the next lesson, we're gonna get inside the guides node, and we're gonna start doing our guides for John Wick. Okay? So see ya!